Good morning, my wonderful friends. Megas with you on a beautiful day in Asha. I am beyond excited about today's message. If you're brand new to the channel, just came across us, we are Zoroastrian Christ followers. We are the Magi. My friends, our book, Asha by Winston Head, available at Amazon. All the money goes to charity. We're in Asha 4 today, and it's Create with Word. My friends, we create our world with the word that we hold. Jesus said, "Verily, verily, I say unto you, he who holds my word and trusts God has God life." In our religion, God and good are the same thing, so it's good life. When you hold the original word, it creates God life. Asha 4 says, create with word. We create the world we want with the word we hold. And my friends, I'm telling you, the world as we know it has been mass hypnotized with a false word, and they've created a false world that we call the lie and illusion, or the Druge in Zoroastrianism. I didn't know whether to entitle this message "The Magic of the Magi." The miracles of Jesus are no more hoops. My friends, do you ever get tired of trying to jump through different hoops to get to God or to be blessed? And all these different religions, they always have another hoop you have to jump through. My friends, so I do want to entitle this, I guess, "No More Hoops." Because we're sick and tired of playing games. And the older you get, it gets harder to play those games, isn't it? You just give me the truth. And my friends, the truth is the original word, and that's why our message is so important. Listen to this. This will give you the 4 mental powers to create magic and miracles and a good life. Look how short that is. My friends, and everything is right there. That is the miracles of Jesus. That's the magic of the Magi, right there in Asha 4. 1, we create with the word that we hold. It says these 4 powers, there's power in this, are the mental power concerned with forming. My friends, do you realize inside of you there's a force? It's electromagnetic force that interacts with what we call the field. And with the frequency, the word that you hold, the beliefs that you hold, it creates in that plastic medium. And you create your world. All the masters have taught this. So we have to be very mindful of the word that we hold. And my friends, that's why Zoroastrianism is so important. It's the original religion that all the others branched off of. But it's different than all the others that branched off of it because it's pure. My friends, that's the reason the Magi came and worshiped the Christ. Because they had the same loving Father. I'm going to give you the 4. Stay with me, guys. I promise you. If you're tired of jumping through hoops, I mean, my God, hey, have you ever been to a church in Orange County, California? Well, what is their hoop? My friends, I know because I was involved with them there. It's always give them more money. Every week, everything you need can be found in giving them more money. My friends, but pay for the preacher's BMW lease and her cosmetic surgery. And for some reason, God loves that. And He's going to give you everything you want. But my friends, when you go week after week after week after week, and nothing happens year after year, and then you start to see the abuses of it, my friends. When I went through a divorce and was at my most broken, do you know what they told me? Sell your $1 million home overlooking the ocean and give me the money, and God will fix everything. I saw some other friends of mine, they had lost their son in a horrible accident. They were broken. And do you know what they told them? Sell your house and give us the money. And they did it. And you know what? The only thing that changed, they were still heartbroken, lost their son, but they lost their house and all their money, my friends. And they were living poor and broke and miserable and crying out, God, why? My friend, I'll tell you why. Because they're not listening to God. They're listening to a man. They're listening to different religions that are holding a false word. My friends, I'll show you the original word. It's that short, that simple, my friends. But are you brave enough to accept it? And we're going to talk about that. That's number 2 here. But number 1 first is temperance, self-restraint. Get this. Do not sin or think err. To think err, my friends, as we talked about when we opened this, the thoughts that we hold create our world. The beliefs that we have, the word that we hold in our mind, in our heart of hearts, creates our world. Man has given over their mind, their thought. They've given over the God mind, vohu menu, and they've accepted a mixed mind, a beast mind. They've accepted a God that looks nothing like the original God of Zoroastrianism, looks nothing like the God of Jesus. My friends, I've talked about this. Christianity, they've gone back to Judaism. You go to one of their services and they talk about the Old Testament God, my friends, and how they went in and they killed the men and the women and the children and grabbed the spoils. And they tell you, be like that, but in your life. Right? They use those stories and say, now kill the addiction in your life and all the nonsense. They've reverted back to it. So people think that's who God is. My friends, they've lost the idea of what Jesus taught them. They said, if you've seen me, you've seen the Father. Right? And he was love. Love your enemy. Don't stone the woman caught in adultery. Don't call down fire from heaven like Elias. He showed them the good God. My friends, the Judaism of that time, right? The religious leaders, what did he say of them? He said, you're of your father, the devil, because he was angry and hateful and a murderer. My friends, but that's exactly what they've gone back to. Look at all the other religions. Look at my Muslim friends. My friends, the Hindus, all the world religions, they've got this mixed God that loves and hates, peace and war, heals but sends sickness and disease to teach you a lesson. My friends, not the highest, but we've got to go back to the original word. Create with word. That's where our magic comes with. You'll always be jumping through hoops, my friends, if you don't find the true God. The original word. And I don't want to harp on this, but even my New Age friends, you jump through hoops, right? They tell you, go out on a full moon, hold this crystal, grab your right foot with your left leg and bounce around and say oogly boogly, and nothing happens. But you keep doing these ridiculous things, my friends, these ridiculous ideas, and you spend your whole life just searching. Are you tired of jumping through hoops? Are you tired of searching? My friends, here's the answer. Take back your mind, the God mind. You come from God. You're made of God. Take back the God mind. Get rid of that mixed mind. Those wrong religions, those false words, those stupid stories. Have you read the religious books? I've studied them all, my friends. It's a hobby of mine. I actually enjoy it for some odd reason. Always have. My friends, I've studied them all, and the stories are ridiculous. And inside of us, we know it as we're reading it. That's dumb. That's not God good. That's evil. That's horrendous. I don't want to read this. I don't want to put this in my mind. It's terrible. My friends, but they call that God, the good book. Hello. Number 2, fortitude. Strength in facing adversity without fear, without doubt, without worry. My friends, you have to have strength. I think of my wonderful friends in Iran where Zoroastrianism came from. Do you know why they're Muslim right now? It is because they were invaded. Our Zoroastrian brothers were invaded, and they were converted by sword. And so now these people that were originally Zoroastrianism are now all excited about Islam. Why? Because they killed their grandparents and great-grandparents by the sword, said convert or die. right? And now they're scared to death. It's fear that keeps them in that religion, because they've told me they will kill you, and then they threaten you with hell. Then you'll be separated from God. They don't know that's how they're brought up as a kid. So now it's their religion, their belief. And hear me, my wonderful friend in Iran, don't get yourself killed. You can still say Allah's great and whatever dumb questions they ask you. My friends, it don't matter what you call your God. You can call God Allah. It's the spirit behind it. My friends, you can be using the word Allah, Jehovah, whatever, God, but hold the true spirit and image of who God is. Don't worry about names. What is the Spirit? The Spirit's all good. It's loving daddy. It's pure. It's not mixed. It's not love and hate. It's not health and disease. It's not peace and war. It's all good. You love your enemies. Why? You have no freaking choice, because you've taken that Spirit of God into you and you just are love. If you can still hate and get angry and kill, my friends, you got the wrong spirit in you. You need to have an exorcism, my friends. But my friends, like I said, in those countries, do it quietly. There's no reward in getting yourself killed. Just be love, be kind. My friends, it doesn't matter the name you use. Don't fall for their tricks trying to search you out. Strength in facing adversity without fear. Right? They put fear in you to keep you bound in their religion, in their beliefs, to keep you out of the true God, the true name, the true image. Without worry. When you worry and doubt, my friends, you're actually praying for the worst outcome. When you're in worry, that means that you believe that the worst could happen. You're not trusting God. You're not believing. You're not holding that word. When you hold the original word and you know that good God is in you, you have confidence. I am divine life. God and I are one. I am divine health. Sickness and disease dies when it touches me. I am light and darkness cannot enter. I'm blessed in everything I put my hand to. There's protection around me and my family and my home and my animals. My friends, it's a knowing. Because you're one, you know the true God, you're one with it. You are it. I am love, peace, joy, kindness, power, freedom. I got no choice. That's what I am. Number 3, reason. This one's so important. You have to have a reason to believe. Otherwise, you're just hoping. You're just thinking, wouldn't that be nice? My friends, but it's not a heart belief. Or maybe you're just begging God. My friend, there's nothing wrong with asking God for help. We're going to talk about that in number 4. But my friends, you're not begging. You're not hoping. You're not thinking, that would be nice. My friend, you have to have a reason to believe. What is our reason to believe? It's because God is all good. He's been misrepresented. And the world that we created in the past, that we feel so stuck in, it's because you had the wrong spirit in you. You had a spirit that's mixed, and so you created from that spirit that word that you held. It's good sometimes, it's bad sometimes. Peace sometimes, war sometimes. Happy sometimes, pissed off sometimes. My friends, sick, healthy, it's exactly what your life looks like, because it's the word you're holding. My friends, you got to get that original word, Jesus. You know, we need that vessel, that vehicle, Jesus. My God, please get this. Jesus said, no one comes to the Father but through me. My friends, Jesus came and he lived a perfect life. And he showed people the Father. If you've seen me, you've seen the loving Father. He told them, hey Jews, you got the wrong idea of who God is. He doesn't want you to stone your children and a woman caught in adultery. He doesn't want you to be angry and hate and war and kill. He wants you to love your enemies, be good, be kind. If you've seen me, you've seen the loving Father. My friends, we need Jesus. Then he conquered death. He conquered all our enemies. If we'll follow that frequency of the Christ, my friends, you be it. You take that frequency. He said, eat my flesh, drink my blood. You take Jesus into you. My friends, you're creating from that word of the all-good Father, the perfect God good. My friends, you become it. You are it. You and God one. You are those attributes. And you create it. A source of usable power. Oh, my friend, I want to go a little deeper before we move on. As we're talking about Jesus, I'm picturing a vehicle. You have to have that vehicle. You know, a lot of people, they want to be rich, right? They want this money. But you have to have a vehicle to get it. You have to have a business opportunity or a job that can get you to what you're dreaming of. If you're dreaming of freedom and money and lifestyle, but you're in a job that even the highest person in your job doesn't have those things, you're not going to get it through that vehicle. Sometimes you got to get out of the vehicle you're in and get in another vehicle. My friends, you got to get into Jesus. You got to get into the message of the Magi. You got to get into Asha. Asha is the perfect creator's perfect idea. It's the original word. My friends, it's bliss, it's God, it's good. You got to take that spirit into you. He comes into you and you come into him. No separation. Where you can finally say, God is my life and my life is God. No separation. And people see it. When they see you, they see the loving Father. You got to get in the right vehicle. Source of usable power. God. The highest principle of good. My friends, you got to ask Source, God, into the true God, the true image. And my friends, you can find that true image because it's in your heart. And you got to take back your heart that's been stolen from you by the enemy with their fear and their tactics of confusion and mixing black and white and good and evil and love and hate, and so you don't even know what's going on, and they got you holding the wrong spirit, the wrong frequency, the wrong God. My friends, you got to call out to Daddy. And you'll see him because it'll resonate in your heart of hearts. You know what good is. You can think back when you're hearing those stories as a little kid in your Sunday schools or mosque or temples, and they're telling these stories of the things that God did and the ancestors did. And in your little child heart, you thought, that doesn't sound very God. That doesn't sound very good. You know, my friends, what God good is. You know the original word. Why? Because you come from good spirit. You're made of good spirit. And you shall return to good spirit. Everyone at the sound of my voice shall return to good spirit. They're going to get in the right vessel. Jesus, purity, Asha, the perfect creator's perfect idea. Asha shall be realized on the earth. Asha shall be actualized in the earth. Why? Because it's the only thing that's real and substance. It's the real above all that seems real. It's the truth above the lie and that druge. My friends, it's substance. It's what was, is, and shall forever be. And it's available right now. My friends, and you get into it by aligning yourself, attuning yourself to the true God that's all love, peace, joy, kindness, and has no attributes of the evil spirit. When you take that spirit into you, you align yourself, you become that spirit, and then you create that spirit in our world. This world, if everyone will return to the highest truth, to the good God, we're going to create that Asha. And the beautiful thing about that, there's an evolution that takes place. It's good, and it gets better and better and better, and more light and more love and more kindness and more health, and just it's adventures, my friends, beyond the imagination of what's possible for us as children of God. My friends, if you feel stuck, if you feel like you're always having to jump through hoops, today can be the day that changes everything. Accept the all-good God. Accept that spirit into you. Let it be you. And you're going to start planting new energetic seed. My friends, you're going to make new relationships. New beautiful things in your future. A beautiful harvest is coming as you plant these beautiful God, good, light seeds. beautiful, my friends. Can you see it? Asha actualized in your life, in your family, in this world.
Magi. Asha is the highest truth, and his light will shine on you. Asha is the highest truth, and his light will shine on you. The all-good God that is love, will walk into you. Your words will lead me, your thoughts will keep me safe in my own head. Asha is the highest truth, and his light will shine on you. Asha is the highest truth, and his light will shine on you. And we all are good, 'cause we are in this heaven, heaven on earth, create with words written on your mind, and a love Asha is coming to you. Asha is the highest truth, and his light will shine on you. Asha is the highest truth, and his light will shine on you. Asha is the highest truth.